Let's jump into the demo. Within a glance, we see a total of 14,413 high-risk payments with a value of 501,750,261 euros and a 30% percentage of the open high-risk invoices in this Oracle EBS demo dataset. At the chart on the right, we also directly see that Vendor Consolidated Supplies has the most high-risk invoices with a total of 1,031. But how are the high-risk invoices determined? To find out, we click on the About This View button. When you press the About This View button, you find the documentation for this view along with the related KPIs. This particular tab displays the documentation for the Invoice Risk Indicator KPI. The definition is displayed alongside the definition of the possible outcomes of the KPI. In this case, you can see the verified invoices, medium risk invoices, and the high risk invoices, along with the conditions they meet to be categorized. Let's go back to the view. At the top of this view, we see 3 more tabs. A tab with medium invoices, one with the OCPM Process Explorer, and a details sheet, which gives you a clear picture with all the internal checks per payment. But for now, let's focus a bit longer on the high-risk payments. In the table below, all the high-risk invoices are displayed. If you would like to apply certain filters, you can click on the Show or Hide Filter bar button on the top right of the screen. In our case, it was already displayed. It is possible to toggle between Show and Hide filter bar. You can use the preset filters by date, invoice filters, or use the results of the 7 internal controls. In this case, we only want to see the high-risk invoices that are Maverick, so let's apply this filter. If you would like to know more about a specific invoice, you can click on the preferred invoice number. In this case, let's click on this invoice number. Now you have just opened the profile view for the selected invoice. As you can see, the invoice status is displayed in the table. Some invoice details are displayed on the right, and the invoice control results display all the results of the internal controls for this specific invoice. This is the first invoice for this bank account number. The supplier name is different from the bank account name, and it is a Maverick invoice. Let's play it safe and put the invoice on hold in this case. Select the invoice number. Now, the action buttons have appeared for the selected invoices. We want to put this invoice on hold, so we click on the Set Invoice on Hold in Oracle button. Click on Execute. Now we wait until the execution is finished and the confirmation pop-up appears. Now the invoice has been placed on hold. If you would like to know more details about this invoice, you can open the Invoice Details tab. Now you have a quick overview of all the important invoice details. You can also open the Process Explorer tab, which displays the process of the selected invoice. Let's go back to the view. Now that we covered the Open High-Risk Invoices tab, we can go to the other tabs. Let's click on the Details tab. This tab gives a total overview of all the invoices alongside all the automatically executed invoice control results. Next, we go to the Process Explorer tab. The OCPM Process Explorer provides a user-friendly interface designed to guide you through your payment process effortlessly. You can also select the event logs you would like to display or hide. The last tab to be displayed is the Open Medium Risk Invoices tab. This tab only displays the data of the Open Medium Risk Invoices. The build of this tab looks and works identically to the Open High Risk Invoices tab. Since we covered the basics of this tab earlier, let's go to the final part of this demo. The Process Copilot. This Process Copilot is based on the same knowledge model that has been used for the view you just saw. With the Process Copilot, you can enter your own questions or requests, but it is also possible to select the preset questions. Let's ask the preset question: which vendor has the most high-risk invoices? Now you see the same result as we saw in the view earlier. The Supplier Consolidated Supplies has the most open high-risk invoices, with a total of 1031. If preferred, you can also select one of the suggested follow-up questions below the answer. This concludes the demo. Thank you for your time and enjoy this payment verification view to prevent fraudulent payments.